All right, everybody, I'm down here in the yard, and I was wondering if you guys have ever seen one of these cars before. It looks like a regular 89 T-Bird until you notice that. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with these T-Birds. Most of them came with a 3.8. And then some came with a 4.6 in the later years. This one here is called a Super Coupe. A lot of people didn't even know that they made these. But what you got when you ordered a Super Coupe was you got the Super Coupe wheels. I think they're 16-inch. And then you got the body kit. And everything said SC on it for Super Coupe. This car here came to us across the scale. It says Super Coupe on the back. I mean, it's a pretty nice car. It's pretty straight. This car runs and drives. They drove it to us. They drove it was almost an hour. They drove it here to scrap it out. The things that were wrong with it, it was missing the trim here. It needs door pins and bushings because it's wearing the top out right here. When you open the door, it falls down. The window regulator is bad on the driver's door. The interior is trashed, which these are Super Coupe seats. They got the side bolsters on them, leather, the perforated leather, but I mean, they're completely trashed. This is a 5-speed, and it is a freaking blast to drive. I drove this car around the yard, and it is a blast. It's got a posi rear carrier in it, independent rear suspension with a posi. Had 152,502 miles. And the cool thing about this car is it does not have a V8. It does, however, have a 3.8, and most people would be like, oh, 3.8, that ain't worth nothing. They're not very fast, blah, blah, blah. But a Super Coupe has a supercharged 3.8, and for how heavy this car is, it get up and goes pretty good. It was spinning them in third gear, so it was getting pretty good. I have heard of people taking the pulley off of the supercharger and putting a bigger one on there, and it getting more torque out of it. I looked it up. It was like 280 something horsepower and over 300 foot-pounds of torque. So that's pretty impressive back in '89. But this car, it runs and drives. But we're gonna go ahead and part it out. It's already out here in the yard. It's already been inventoried. It's a shame too. The title was already run through as scrap, so it would just be a pain in the butt trying to get it back on the road. Also had automatic ride control for the suspension, so that was probably Super Coupe only. I know the fenders are Super Coupe only because they got the side skirts on it. So there's a lot of one-off pieces for this car, but it's already in inventory, so we're just going to start selling parts off of it. It's a real shame though. I would have liked to keep this car, drive it myself, but just don't have the time or the money to get it back on the road. But I figured I'd show you guys this car. It was pretty cool. A lot of people don't know that Ford's made something like this. It's kind of like a sleeper car, which would have been a freaking cool sleeper car. But again, it's been inventoried, so it's gonna start selling some parts off of it. I'll give you guys another look at some more cars we got. I got some older cars up there and some older Ford trucks on the other side of these ones. So I'll get some more videos up. If you guys have any questions or comments, just leave them down below and I'll answer them when I can.